off about not getting that neck off Hales 1. Alright, let's go downstairs. Alright, we're down in the basement. So I got an idea the other day, chatting with Ian and Scott and Andy about the neck and how it's frustrating that we can't get that neck off because we like to swap that neck for a different one on that frag body. So that kind of got me thinking about it again, and I wanted to try out an idea that popped in my head, and so this is what it is. I'm gonna run this through the neck. I'm gonna secure it with one bolt or one nut, and then use a second nut behind it to keep that nut from backing out. And then I've got a little lock washer. Actually, I have two different lock washers. I'm gonna try this one first. That's gonna give it some extra grip, and then I'm gonna use my my hammer drill to try and put pressure and unscrew that thing. And the only thing I got to worry about is like holding onto the thing. So actually I'm going to go get a glove, like a thick glove, to hold onto it so I can hold it in my hand and just try to, manhandle that thing off, basically. I can also just clamp it up in a vise, which it might come down to that if it looks promising. But yeah, that's what I'm going to try out right now. We don't need this. Okay. Uno. Dos. I have this other lock washer, which is pretty aggressive on grabbing, but I'm going to try this guy first. Now I just got to get it in there. It's the tricky part here. Is this enough? Oh, just barely. Okay. So that doesn't move. Okay, I think I gotta tighten the two nuts together a little bit more. Yeah. That's annoying. All I did was kind of smooth out the brass there around that hole. I don't know that this is going to do much good either. We'll try it. It's deeper, so it's like thicker, you know. check my direction here. So that's unscrew. So I gotta go this way to unscrew. This way. Yeah. That is correct. Oh! Oh! Look at that! Look at that! Look at that! You know how long I spent trying to get that off? Like, no shit. A month and a half and it wouldn't budge. And it's off. It's off. Holy crap. This day got awesome. It just got awesome. Oh. Can you freaking believe that? Alright, man. I'm so happy right now. I spent a stupid amount of time trying to get this off. I've tried putting it in the freezer and then pulling it out and hitting it with the heat gun to expand the metal at a different rate than the brass to try and break that rust out. I've coated it in like 4 different kinds of like lubricants that are supposed to be like, you know, help with the thread lock and breaking all that stuff down. I've just cranked on it and cranked on it and cranked on it. I had so many different ideas. I went through, no joke, a month and a half just trying to get these 2 parts separated. And I gave up. I gave up. And even the bottom when you guys remember on the Hales one, which I'll link at the end of this, I had to give up on trying to remove it nicely, and I drilled it out. You know, I threw it up here on the drill press and I drilled little holes all the way around it and popped the center out and then chiseled out what was left out of those threads. That's how stuck these parts were to this frag body. And they're actually in really good shape. I mean, they're nice, clean threads, probably because they've never been unscrewed before. It's done. It's freaking disassembled. I'm so stoked. Ian is going to be freaking thrilled. This has like been the one thing I have not been able to do, and I do not like accepting defeat. It pisses me off. At least when it comes to dismantling. I'm not an ego guy, but like, I win. Okay, now to get the bolt off. Shouldn't be too bad. Just the opposite direction. And if we can, actually just do this. If I reverse this, and boom, boom. Why didn't I think of that earlier? Downside is it shaved a little bit of brass off the bottom, but you don't see that part, and whatever, you know, it's pretty minor damage. Nobody's ever going to care about that. Oh, look at that. The bottom is warped. It's not quite flat on the bottom. I don't know if it's it could be buildup on the bottom because I've never seen the bottom here. So yeah, there's some crud on the bottom. I don't know that I'm gonna bother, you know, do I dare reassembling it? It should just come right back apart. That's what it was. There it is now. Woo! Woo! Now I can Dremel out, wire wheel the, not Dremel. I don't have a Dremel. I got this. Way better. Now I can clean up those threads with the wire wheel, and, yeah. Victory! now it's done. It is nice and clean on the threads. I was even able to get at this other side on the flat inner part with the wire wheel and get all the rust that I couldn't get at before. Got all that knocked off. I'm going to give it a hose down with some barricade, of course. I'm not going to film that, but just to protect the metal, since we haven't been able to see that metal before. But anyways, that's it.